Hi everyone, how are you today? If you follow me on Instagram, I was live over there yesterday, and honestly, my rosacea was so bad. It looked like I had been in the sun with no sunscreen for I don't know how long time. And it was red. The sting was terrible, and we learned something. We put sunscreen on and just let it absorb, and I was stunned. Look at me today. Is this amazing? And it's also the power of rosacea. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hi, I'm Peggy. I'm your Seint 3D makeup lady, and I love the cream makeup from Seint. Normally, I use one palette and one brush. Today, because of my rosacea, I'm going to use two brushes. I'm going to use the Smudge Brush as well to apply my makeup because I don't want to put my fingers on my face because so far today we're good. It was about, 2 hours, I guess, after I had put the sunscreen on and then my makeup that I really noticed a tremendous difference in the stinging. The stinging was gone. I was stunned when I looked in the mirror because even after I did my makeup yesterday, I mean, all of this redness, it just bled through. It really did. That's how bad the breakout was of the rosacea. But anyway, let's get started. So Seint, you use 3 shades to create 1 layer of makeup. And this is cream makeup. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what is she doing with that dark shade, that shade that's much too dark for her? Well, this is contour, and contour is a cool, dark shade. And what does contour do? Contour creates shadows. We want these shadows so we can give our faces depth and definition. So we're just going to come over here to right on top of the cheekbone and go up towards the top part of the ear. There you go. We are defining the cheek. Now notice I didn't go past the corner of my eye. You want to keep it there so everything is high and lifted. I am 68 years old, so yeah, I need a lift in the worst way. So we're going to start right here at the corner of the eye and go up towards the top part of the ear. And again, we're creating shadows and we're lifting the face with the contour. Now, will your shade be the same as mine? Probably not. I was color matched to this one. You would need to be color matched to your shade, your perfect shade. And the other thing with that is I use a lot, you may not use as much. So we're just going to come over here and we're going to go right along that jawline. And again, don't come up on the jaw. Just keep it right here on the jawline. And what we're doing is going right where that fatty part of the jowl is and up towards the lower part of the ear. Then we're going to come where these divots are from the jowls. And we're going to just come down the neck. What we're doing again, creating shadows. Can you see that? It moves my jaw forward and you don't notice my turkey neck as much. Now we're going to come and we're going to contour the nose. You want to stay on top of the nose in the natural shadow. There we go. And just a little bit on the tip. I like to really define my nose. It elongates it and it also makes it look that much narrower. Now the contour too, you can fill your eyebrows in, you can use it as eyeshadow, and you can line your lips. So now we're going to just wipe a little off since that was a dark shade and come to the brightening shade. The brightening shade is like a concealer, and what we're going to do is brighten the center of our face. Why do we want to brighten it? Because that's where we want people to look when they look at us. And we're just going to do the center of the face. There we go. Right down the center of those 2 contour lines that I made. And look how much narrower my nose looks. Then we're going to come and catch the Cupid's bow. And a little bit on either side. And then the chin, the center of the chin. There we go. Now we're going to brighten the eyes. Play up your eyes, ladies. Mature skin, you want to play up your eyes. So we're going to come to the inner corner. And we're not using much product because this is cream. It's going to not settle into your fine lines and wrinkles, but we don't want to use a whole lot because too much of anything is not a good thing. Okay, now we're going to catch the corner of the eye, and we're also just going to go right up and create a focal point. Look how that lifted my eyes. This one is droopy still, so let's give it a lift as well. There you go. Now, when we blend, just a little bit of this cream makeup will go underneath my eye, and that's what we want. I have really creped skin under there, as you can see, and so I don't want anything settling in there. So with this makeup, less is more. Now I'm come to the third shade, and the third shade is the shade that is the closest to the natural skin tone, my natural skin tone. That's why you need to be color matched, because your shades will probably be different from mine. These are the three that I was custom color matched to. There we go. Now, due to the rosacea, I'm going to go right in the corner of my nose because, there we go, it's always red there. Then we're going to come up here and we're just going to fill in right between the contour shade and the brightener. And that's pretty much it. Using 3 shades, 1 layer of makeup, and it's not going to settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. Now today I'm using a Lip&Cheek called Ever Red. I just love this shade. There we go. She is a gloss, but she's pretty. She's not a red, but she kind of sort of is. It's going to depend on what your shade is, your lip shade. So there we go. We're going to use her as our blush. I am a extra girl. I like bold colors. So that's why Ever Red I love to use as a blush and a lipstick. It looks like something's not right. There you go. So everything I have on my face was in this palette. And I did use this tiny little brush called a Smudge Brush to place it, but you can use your finger. Usually that's what I do. But today, due to, like I say, I'm kind of trying to baby my face because of that really bad rosacea outbreak I had yesterday. We're going to do it this way. So we're going to take our 3D brush. Now, this is cream makeup and it does need to be set. So you can do it one of 2 ways. You can use a setting spray or you can use a setting powder. When you use it is up to you. You can use it before, after, on your brush, however you want to do it. Now, I am going to start at my jawline and I'm just going to circle blend at the jaw. Why am I starting at the jaw? Because that's the only time that you want to blend down. There we go. Every other time, let's blend up because we want to lift. But with this, I want to be sure that I've had it done. Countless times have I caught my side profile in the car window and I had this line because I forgot to blend on the jaw. So I just start there just so it's done and I can forget about it. Now we're going to move to the main shade. And we're also going to go with the brightener. Now notice how I am just leaving it where I placed it. We strategically placed it, so we're going to strategically blend it. So I'm going to just leave the darker shade on my forehead and my cheeks for now, and we'll take care of that once we get all this done. There we go. Now this is just tapping or like a little bit of a scratch to blend. Not a lot, because if you blend too much, you're going to blend it out. Again, I'm 68, so I have wrinkles, crinkles, and anything else you want to look for. I'm going to turn around the brush around to its domed in, and then we are just going to tap around the eye. Notice how I'm not pulling the eye. You don't want to pull your eye. That's that tender, tender skin. So we're just going up into the focal point that we created to lift the eye. And we're just tapping to blend. Let's catch the lids too. My lids are purple. They're like permanently purple because I have allergies. I live in Southeast Louisiana, and we are like the allergy capital of the world, I think. It sure feels like it sometimes. There we go. Now, let's do something with this nose. We took the time to contour it, so what we want to do is gently, we don't want to blend it out, so I'm just going to use the heat of my finger, and there you go. See, it's still elongated, it's still narrow, looks narrower than it normally would, but again, I didn't blend out my work, because that's another thing with cream makeup. If you blend too much, you can blend it out. Now, I probably could go with a little bit lighter of a main shade right now because my rosacea isn't active. When it's active, it was yesterday, boy, this would have been mild. I was red yesterday over on Instagram. But there's enough of the yellow and the green in this pigmentation to where it cancels it. So, you can't even tell right now that I have rosacea. If you go on scroll up on Facebook, I did post that live on Instagram over on Facebook yesterday. You will see how red I was. It looked like I was sunburned. It was bad. It was so bad. Okay, so we're just going to blend. And then we're going to come up here and circle blend up into the hairline because you don't want to leave that white line right along your scalp. So go up into the hairline. And there you go. Now we just have the cheeks left. So what I'm going to do is come to this contour right on the cheekbone, stipple up and down just to soften it. Then I'm going to grab it and drag it up into the temple. There we go. So simple, so easy. And again, this is my makeup bag. So nice to not have a mess and not be digging for the product that I need. I did that for years and years and years because we didn't have another alternative. Okay, there we go. There we go. And again, I like the Brightening, so I don't blend quite as much. If you wanted it to be a little bit more toned down, the Ever Red, you could do that. You just keep stippling and blending. And there you go. Makeup for mature skin women. It just doesn't get any better than this. Now, since I do live in Southeast Louisiana, I use a setting powder with cornstarch. This is by NYX. So here you go. You can get it at Sephora. You can get it at Ulta. And of course, good old Amazon. But it's good stuff. So I'm going to take the small end of the blush and bronzer brush. And I'm just going to press it in to set. And I'm not going to go all over my face. Just in like my T-zone and where I sweat. There you go. Now look how the glow that it gives. I haven't had my skin glowing like this in years. I don't know about you, but I like this look. Again, this is Seint Cream Makeup. If you're interested, we need to start with a color match. So just comment match in the comments and I'll send you the link. You be the reason someone smiles today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.